I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough, I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough, I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. It sucks when you finally feel like giving up. Oh God, no luck. Everything feels like you're sticky stuck. I'm lost, handcuffed to the bed where I sleep. Don't give a fuck, can't stop. Unplug, feeling overwhelmed. I think I've had enough. Gotta find a way to get some energy. Gotta find someone who's a good friend of me. I need purpose to make it all worth it. I'm still searching and I'm still learning. I want a life that's filled with memories, not a life with regret in front of me. I need focus to keep me from hopeless psychosis if I keep moping.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough, I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough, I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can, just tell me that I can, just tell me that I can, just tell me that I can.
Cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my fucking mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big box, you get yachts, you swing locks and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase it? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Late Show. What's up, Bass?
Yo.
Yeah. So, what's up? Anybody get any coal? Anybody get any coal for Christmas? What's up, chat? How you guys doing this evening? Miss Arlene, G Music. What's going on, bro? Crystal, how you doing? Callie, what's up? Agent Smith, how you doing, sir?
Mark D.
Yep, Mark D. Mark was the first one in.
Yep. Yo, Dave, bro, be careful on them New York roads out there, man. They are shitty.
Oh, Dave's in New York?
Yeah.
Where at?
Up by Binghamton. Well, he's either going towards Binghamton, somewhere in that area, or he's leaving out of the area.
Now, is he referring to just the way the roads are in general? Because, yes, they do suck.
Yeah.
Like, fucking potholes and everything else like that. So,
you hit a pothole so hard you think you broke something in your car, you actually might have to pull off to the side of the road. Like, damn, did I just break something?
Yep. So, yeah, what's going on, everybody? We thought, saw nobody was doing anything and shit. So he's like, why not put up a live? Give some people something to listen to and bullshit. Maybe get a movie review or two out of it. Which, speaking of movies, if you guys have Netflix, well, first off, let's start off by saying, have you seen Knives Out, the first one, with Daniel Craig, and I think Chris Evans was in it. There's quite a few people. Fucking Don Johnson was in it. Great movie. Towards Bing and Rough Noise. Yeah, the roads suck up there. We travel. I think that's kind of why we like when we head up to Niagara, we take the back road and shit and go up through the country. But yeah, Knives Out. It's a great movie, and I just watched Part 2, which is Glass Onion, a Knives Out story or a Knives Out mystery. This shit's really good. Daniel Craig kills me with that damn accent, man. I'm telling you.
You still haven't even seen The Hateful Eight yet.
Look, I'm telling you. You see what Daniel Craig looks like, right? You've seen him act. Now picture him doing damn near a Foghorn Leghorn accent. But an intelligent Foghorn Leghorn.
I'll probably watch it tomorrow, so I ain't got shit to do. I'm off tomorrow.
No, I haven't watched. I've only seen a few minutes of Hateful Eight. But there's this one scene that popped up on TikTok. That shit has me. Every time I watch it, I start rolling. So when dude he burst in the door and was like, I almost died out there. I'm never going out in that shit again. And he like bundles himself up and like huddles in front of the fire. That is like the funniest fucking thing to me because I feel like that every day.
What?
So we're speaking of videos and shit, right? We're me and you were talking about this earlier when I stopped by your house. That movie, that video making the rounds on TikTok with the fucking
Giant claw mark. Yeah,
yeah,
giant claw
like
mark through the side of a truck.
the giant gouges on the side of the truck. I'm calling bullshit.
Yeah.
The reason I'm calling bullshit is because if it was some kind of creature, the size, that thing would have had to been damn near a mountain giant. Like fuck, we're talking fucking 20, we're talking 20, 30 feet tall. Because in order to make that call, to make that mark go down the fucking truck side of that truck, that thing's hands had to have been at least. Shit, I can't. I ain't even got nothing in here that would do that. But that thing's hands had to be like completely massive. At least half of my torso, and I'm 6'1".
I'm telling you, the only photo that I believe like that is that one from the car where the dude, it was like on his like fender,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they were like, yo man, what the hell was you doing, dating a Wolverine or dating or break up with a werewolf or something like that?
yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely calling.
Why is my glasses so
I'm
spotty?
definitely calling bullshit on that one. There's got to be a movie prop or something like that from. I look goddamn dinosaur hit that thing. Because I'm sure,
It's probably a movie prop,
like,
something
it's
like that.
have y'all watched Blake? Uh, is Black Lightning that superhero show? No, I haven't watched it. No, I haven't watched that.
I'm still gonna
Um,
preach this. If you got Paramount, watch Tulsa King.
the only the only reason I really even go on Netflix is for like if I hear like a good movie's gonna be on there, they're coming out with a good movie or something on there, or I'm like restarting Supernatural for like the ninth time.
Oh, they got Hateful Eight on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that shit out because that scene
It's a
alone
good
had
movie.
me roll. Yeah, isn't Sam Jackson in that shit too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put what picture up? Oh, the
Sam.
picture of the truck. I'm thinking that's like a movie prop or something like that.
Yeah. Callie, are you like? Oh, hold up. Let me see. I might be able to find it. Yeah. Bullshit on it. It was a TikTok video. Cause this dude's video recording. Somebody got attacked by a bear out there. Like that. Ain't no fucking bear. But that ain't what what the comment section thinks it is. All right, where am I looking? Groups.
I seen that shit when I woke up this morning. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
yeah, the claw marks.
I didn't see it
They
till this
look great,
afternoon.
but just the sheer size of them and the damage that wasn't done to the car, that should have been done to the car, well, truck, I should say. If somebody's trying to pass that off as a
All
cryptid
right,
attack,
so
horseshit. First off,
oh,
let's just say that was a dog
oh.
man. That dog man would have had to been 25 feet tall.
See, I'm gonna show the video. I got the video loaded up, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm calling bull. Listen, you're gonna be like that. Whatever it was if it was an actual attack of something, this fucking thing was a giant. Like I'm talking like bigger than a Kandahar giant, and I'm just calling bullshit on it. But I'm loaded up real quick. Hold up. Present, share screen. Boopity boopity bop.
Now, like I said, the one that was believable was the one where the dude had the scratch marks on the side of his car, but they weren't as long as that. He said, "Damn, dude, you break up with a werewolf."
Skibbity bop 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 bow. Skibbity bop bop bow. All right, so I'm gonna kill the music for a second. There's a big ass cup of hot chocolate. We're gonna turn that down a little bit. Turn that down. Yeah, that's down. Okay, here we go. Can I? Is it possible to make this thing? All right, whatever. All right, here we go. This is the shit I'm calling bullshit.
What's up, TikTok? Back with another video again. Right here in this video, they said a man was attacked by a bear. Hey, y'all know what that means, right? When he got attacked by that bear, I think that was his supper.
See, I'm calling bullshit, but I'm gonna.
What's up, TikTok?
I want to
Back
stop
with
it on
another video
something real
again.
quick.
Right here in this
I'm trying to
video,
see something. That shit says Los Angeles. Los Angeles Park Ranger. Right. All right. So that's the. I
they
see.
said
I call bullshit. Now, if this was legit, whatever that was, like you know how big the fucking claws and hands would have been to have done that. This wouldn't be here. I mean, you can like because this would have been ripped. Not just that handle. I mean, you can kind of see what looks like a little scratch right there, but this shit should have been yanked right the fuck out of the door. You know what I mean? Yeah, I call bullshit.
Somebody's gonna try to pass it off as a cryptid attack.
They already are. They are. You know they already are. I call bullshit. That's from like a movie or something like that. That's not real. Or he fucking ran. That thing ran up. He ran up on like a fucking piece of machinery or something. That's not that's not cryptid. That I can't believe that's cryptid related at all.
That's funny with you, but you know what? Even the cocaine bear wasn't that big.
Exactly. Oh, I'm dying.
I can't wait to see that movie. I can't wait to see that.
Wait to see that shit. That shit looks so funny.
Dude, you know the one guy that does like the TikToks, like oh, I'm you know exactly what I'm talking about. Where he's saying something like a customer, then he looks in the camera like, no, time moves on. Get on with yourself. And that guy, he's in that movie. He's one of the.
Oh,
he's
really?
one of the. Yeah, he's one of the paramedics.
That's I believe it's Ray Liotta's last movie before he passed away. But yeah, like I said, that I call bullshit on that, man. Sorry. I know. It's just
Nah, you can't say. I can't say.
No,
I don't know, man. Airbrush work. There does look like there's some dents on there, but it's not from a cryptid. That shit was purposely done like that. I'm calling bullshit because I think it's for a movie.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't. You name one guy. You name me one damn cryptid out there that's got claws big enough for that. That would be out in Los Angeles. Ain't no that ain't Bigfoot. Like you know what I mean? And I'm telling you, that shit right there, that should have got yanked up out of the door as big as if this was a claw attack. That all no, I can't believe it.
I wish I could find that one photo.
No, I can't believe that shit. Not at all. I don't know. What do you guys think in chat? I have my thing up on the thing. Yep. See, Mark D. I agree. BS. Yep. See, it wouldn't be. I don't think Cocaine Bear took place in Los Angeles. That took place down like I think it was the Ozarks or some shit.
That I'm not sure of. I'm trying to find that one damn photo.
Yeah, like the back door, like all that shit should have been. It doesn't add up to me. And like I said, whatever it was, no. See, even Wolverine. I'm just going back through the comments, guys. Even Wolverine wouldn't have been able to do that shit. His claws aren't big enough.
First off, Wolverine doesn't have 4 claws.
Merry Christmas, Agent Smith. But you know what I mean? I'm calling bullshit. It's a movie. It's got to be from a movie, something like that. Plus, plus, it's Los Angeles. Like, you know what I mean? How many damn studios and everything like that? I wouldn't be surprised if you end up seeing that in a movie somewhere really soon. Yeah, I am deducing bullshit. Sorry, I'm just calling it how I see it.
Oh, yo, I found it.
Found what?
The photo.
Oh, okay. So, where, like, do you have it on your thing? How are you gonna send it?
I'll send it to you through Messenger. Hold on. So you can find almost anything. It's all about how you typing it into the search.
See, Cali. Now, it doesn't say like Los Angeles. If it said Los Angeles County, it's gouged out. It just says Los Angeles on it.
I just sent it to you. They're saying Dragon Claws,
but come on, that where it says Park Ranger, it kind of looks digital. Kind of looks like it was impressed on there. You know what I mean? Doesn't it doesn't it looks too. It's not. It doesn't follow the contours of that door and the rest of what's going on in that scene. So, I'm sorry. I'm calling bullshit.
I give them credit for whoever did it. They broke out the windows and everything and flipped everything around in the car to make it look like an attack. But think about it. If it was really an attack, like, where's the blood?
Yeah, see, I call bullshit on this too.
I thought that one was it's almost like the same scar marks.
Yeah. So we're gonna stop sharing. We're gonna stream. We're gonna go to share screen. Shooby dooby doo boo. Where is it? Shooby dooby doo boo. Share.
Oh, but in this set of photos, there is the lizard. You ever see the photos from supposedly when the lizard man returned down there and started chewing up people's trucks and vans and stuff?
Yeah. All right.
I found a photo of that Dodge Ram.
Zoom in.
Not Dodge Ram, but Dodge Mini.
See, now this is the same type of shit that's on that other pickup truck. I remember seeing these. Calling bullshit on that too. Like I said, if that was a cryptid, you tell me what cryptid has claws that damn big in North America. Don't believe it. Yeah. I'm just saying. I've seen better evidence of a cryptid attacking a car than that shit. Remember the news articles it was the news reports that came out. It was in like the early 2000s. People were saying they were seeing like this wolf-like creature and shit. And no, was it the wolf-like creature or was it the lizard-like one? It tried to get up underneath those people's minivan and like clawed at their shit.
I just found a photo of that.
Did you send it to me?
No, hold on.
See, these photos that he's about to send me now, these are more believable than the shit I have up on screen. Like I said, I call bullshit on that last set of photos or that last video, and I call bullshit on this because it's the same. It looks like the same thing, and ain't no damn crap. I don't believe it. Sorry. Like, Motherfucker, you got drunk and like ran up against something. You can stop sharing that. Yeah, I've definitely have seen better video proof and photographic proof of things attacking cars or cars that have been attacked by something. And those ones are bullshit. So you guys, the guys that are putting that on TikTok are starting to be like, "Oh, a cryptid attack about a bear." That no, it wasn't. Use gray matter. You use gray matter. I call bullshit.
I just found it, but you know what? Now that I look at it, that could possibly be. I don't know what that could be.
Is it the one with the minivan?
Yeah. It's just something to you.
Yeah, like certain things about that. Here, I still have it up on the screen, so I don't know. It just. All right. Oh, I'm sure the screen again. See, it just. This looks like it was kind of paint. Like it's a really shitty paint job that was on that truck. Like, and this looks off. This isn't like. Shouldn't this be centered? Shouldn't this almost be centered in there? Wouldn't you know what I mean? This is off. It doesn't look right. Yeah. So I don't know. Other people, you guys, I don't know. You guys might have an opinion about it. I don't know. That to me, it don't look right. It's not. It's not. It's not gelling together. Hold on. I think he just sent me the.
I sent that 2 minutes ago.
I'm just now getting it, dude. They're trying to
see.
They're trying to hush
see.
me.
The lizard man story always interested me. The lizard man and skateboard swamp, like that was a good one. I'm pretty sure I got a book over here from the conference. Where is it? I got Cryptids by Kenny Irish. On the Dog Man by Ronald Murphy.
All right.
Yes, I do. Bishopville Monster, the true story of the Bishopville Monster, the Lizard Man by Lyle Blackburn.
All right, share screen.
Signed copy too.
Share.
You still need to let me hold that Inhumanoids book by Barton Nunley.
Yeah, I got you. Shared. Boom. All right, so this is the report from the Lizardman sightings from like the earlier 2000s and shit. I forgot exactly where this took place at, but something.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, down in Bishopville. Something was trying to get at a cat that was up in like how cats climb up into the into like up underneath the cars, or they might climb in engine bays to like underneath still a warm car. Well, apparently this damn cryptid tried to get up in there and get this cat, and that's the result. This is the front bumper. It's kind of like crappy pictures because it was taken from the news video, but these ones are better. Like
Yeah,
Look
some
at that
definitely
shit.
attacked the man, but like, wait, hold on, go down a little bit.
Well,
That one right there. Yeah,
a California crew thinks
yeah.
what? California crew, what?
What's going on, Dark Woods?
Yeah, so you know what? We're gonna dive down this rabbit hole real quick.
Lizard Man will be Bigfoot. All right. They may not be the brightest bulbs in the pack, but
See, no. See, I can't go no further in this article.
why you say that?
They mention a certain person's name. First name starts with a T, last name starts with a B. I ain't mentioning no name. I ain't gonna say his name because I don't do that. But
Oh, okay, that crew.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It was the first fucking thing I read too. No, never mind. And now that was that article that says crew might think California crew thinks Lizard Man may be Bigfoot, and that's the name I read. And I can't read the article anymore. No, can't do it. Yeah. See, those photos are way more believable than those couple that we showed earlier. You know what I mean? Like, and it's the crazy thing is, right? There's people out there who have insane, like Darkwoods, insane photographic evidence of shit. And I'm talking like, you see how you're looking at me on the screen? They have photographic evidence of like clear shit like that, but they'll never come out with it. For one, you'll get people out there, trolls, to be like, "Oh, that's bullshit." Bullshit. Two, it's you might have people show up at your you might have a couple knocks at your door, or you might come home to your shit tossed. You know what I mean? And just in general, when people want to come out with photographic evidence, you're always going to have the like I said, no offense, Agent Smith, but it's called the Agent Smith effect, where you're like, no, you can't talk about that shit. That shit's not real. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I think I brought that up on the last on the last stream, but like there was a do you guys remember the Brenton Sawin? Bash, you remember Brenton Sawin, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So I don't know if you can still go up and listen to his stuff. I'm gonna have to look at it and see if you can. I don't know if his daughter took his stuff down, but Brenton Sawin did an episode with I think it was the Kentucky Moonshiner episode.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about how the moonshiner and his granddad knew this guy that was having trouble on his property, and he ended up shooting at what apparently was like a dogman-like creature. And he had went down to their house, and I told them like, "Yo, I shot at this thing. Like, if something happens to me, yada." So the guy offered to let him stay, and he was like, "Yo,
What the
I don't
fuck?
know what." What are
Hey,
you
what the
yelling?
fuck?
What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm gonna send this shit to you right now. You don't have to play this.
Play what?
Look at it first, then play. Hold on, I'm just scrolling through. Are you looking at that? You seeing that in the background?
It's loading up. Give me a second.
Okay, so long story short, Dixon.
Yeah, I've seen this shit before. I don't know.
We were on the back of the
All right, yeah,
property.
fuck it. I'll play it.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm like, what the fuck? What the video I just saved to my thing? It's this dude talking about this guy showed him a photo of a dog man that was about 8.5 feet tall.
But okay, all right, Joanne, cool. I'm gonna have to look into that. But yeah, and the guy came to the house, and he was like, yo, he told him he could stay, but he's like, yo, I don't want to impose or anything like this. And apparently, the guy had been like videotaping his property and shit. He had cameras all over the place, and they knew the sheriff, and they got a call from the dude, and he was like panicked and shit. And if I
Oh, you're
remember
leaving
right,
out. You're leaving out the one of the biggest parts of it.
what, that he shot
Yeah,
one?
he was. Yeah, he
I
was
said
sitting
that.
on his. No, no, he didn't. He was sitting on his
I,
porch, and he thought it was the Bigfoots that he knows that are in the area. But the thing came out the woods, and it kept walking towards him. And he pulled out his gun. Was like, "Yo, if you take another step, I'm gonna shoot you." It took another step. He warned it again. Took another step, and he hit it in the chest and ran off. Then he goes to the house of his. He goes to the house of his friends. Like, yo, something happened. I think they're gonna come back or whatever it was. I don't know what it was, but they're like, well, no, you can stay there. You can stay with us, whatever. No, I don't want to impose them. Just if something happens, I have to deal with it because I'm the one that pulled the trigger. Now they get.
yeah.
Now he leaves. He goes back to his house. They're sitting on the porch. They're just sitting there chilling, talking, and they get a call from the guy, and he's in a massive panic, saying, "Yo, they came back. It came back. It's not alone." And you could hear, and they said that you could hear the door being broken down, and you could hear him scream.
hmm they call the sheriff. They get out there, and the whole shit's been blocked off. They can't go up there. But the sheriff does tell them like, yo, he's not in there. Like, there's tons of blood everywhere, and all we found was his foot.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't able to find this gentleman. They ended up finding him a few days later. I believe he was hanging in a tree, missing that foot. Yeah, see, Joanne remembers that one. Now, apparently, like all that video photographic evidence and shit that he had it locked up, and his daughter was supposed to have gained access to it, but the guy never, the moonshiner dude never got any information about like getting it. But like I said, there are people with tons and tons of this crazy, crazy, crazy ass evidence, and it'll probably never see the light of day.
I wouldn't release it.
No.
Me personally, I wouldn't,
Like I said, for one,
because
you
then you
get
got.
them, you get them black SUVs knocking on your door, fucking
Yep.
wanting to know who you sent it to, who you talked to, and what, like threatening your job and your life, all that kind of shit. Who wants
Yep.
all that?
And then you're gonna have all the idiots who want to find the location to actually go out and look for these things and stir shit up.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna get a bunch of those yahoos. that want to be like, oh,
Oh yeah, look at
you got
look what
activity down in, you got activity down up in, you got activity up in Sullivan County. Blah, blah, blah. We're gonna go up there and, oh, you got Dogman activity up in Sullivan County. We're gonna go up there and fucking look for it. Meanwhile, you can be trampling on somebody's property and shit, not knowing that you don't know if you're gonna get yourself laid out by the property owner, or if you actually find the fucking thing you're looking for. And you ain't gonna like it if you find it. Guarantee it, because you ain't gonna have the armament or the backup to fucking do it, because it's probably just gonna be a bunch of dudes just fucking off like, yo, we're gonna go look for it.
Or let's say if these things are in the area, you come messing around and doing whatever the hell you're gonna do, then you leave. Whoever lives in the area has to deal with that problem.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the story Volt tells about the guy that got ripped through his window. Him and his wife went missing. That's because a few days before, some idiots went down there and they were call blasting on the other side of the ridge, and something came up.
Or you'll just get those people out there that just be like, oh, that's bullshit. That's from a movie. That's bull. There's no way that's real. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? I think you could have...
You could have it on a slab.
No. You could have video proof of you walking in the woods. You turn around and a Bigfoot is standing behind you, 4 feet fucking behind you on the path. You can have that footage, and I guarantee you, somebody is gonna call bullshit on it. Be like, oh no, that's bullshit. That's fake. There's no way. That's bullshit. So like that makes those 3 aspects alone makes like people with evidence like that not.
Wait, and there's another aspect, just ridicule from like if people know you in your local town and you come out with some kind of information, people are gonna start looking at you different.
See, now me, it would be different. I'd give 2 shits. But for other people, it's like, oh no, man, listen, I'm like a pillar in the community. I can't be saying I was out in the woods and I caught fucking video evidence of fucking Bigfoot or something like that. That's completely understandable. The ridicule factor. But yeah, those are like the 4 main reasons why somebody with great video evidence or great, not like a researcher, but like I'm talking like a normal like an everyday person that's
normal Joe Blow.
Yeah, like they might have like a passing interest in it only because they've noticed weird shit happening on their property and they've caught video of it. Those are the people I'm talking about. Those are the guys with the with evidence you'll probably never see. Because they'll be like, yo, I don't want people to think I'm fucking crazy. This shit is going to sit on an SD card in my safe.
Dude, and I would put it on multiple SD cards.
Oh, hell yeah.
In different, and put them in different spots.
Yep. And I would definitely send someone out to one or a couple people. Yes, curious. I do feel 95%. I'm good. And thank you guys for all the well wishes and the prayers. I'm sorry. I feel awesome. Back pain's still there, but that's because I'm like, I've had back pain for like the last 12 years. So, all right, Dave. But yeah, the evidence I'm talking about is from the people who have only developed a passing interest in this shit because they noticed weird shit happening on their property. So they went to somebody and started asking questions, and they've got photographic evidence or anything, something like that. Though that stuff you'll probably never see because the people don't want the ridicule. They don't want to deal with the bullshit. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, absolutely. People have been threatened, lost their jobs, all kinds of shit have been done to people just to get them to shut up about what they caught.
Yeah, like if you guys want to hear a perfect example of that, go and listen to Monsters 911 with the Hightower brothers. It's a great show. Um, and look for their episode. I think it's what the hell's the name of it? The Florida Dog Man or something like that. Where I think we've talked about it before, where the guys were in the truck and they video recorded the dog man in the fucking state
Well,
park, and the black SUV
nah,
showed
they
up.
they took photos of it, and he said that he had clear photos of the shit poking his head through the trees and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then the cops rolled up on them. They had some kind of something in their car.
I think it was kind of like an infrasound thing, something that would like you know how those dog whistles can fuck with dogs.
Imagine that to
Something like
thousand
that.
power.
Yeah. All right, Rogue, take it easy, dude.
Have a good night,
But,
bro.
Yeah, this guy goes into a whole thing about how they took his SD card out of his phone and shit. They wiped his laptop, which they never even had a chance to touch. Completely wiped his laptop. Like shit was crazy. And then after that, he was still being monitored after that, because if I'm not mistaken, they lived near a wasn't it a Christmas tree spot, and they started seeing fucking black helicopters flying around the spot like they were looking for something.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, it's on there, because it was like he called Lance like late one night, and Lance recorded it because him and his son were out there trying to figure out what the hell they were looking for.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
Oh hell yeah! Like I Monsters 911 is definitely great show to listen to. So hey, like I said, if I like something, I'm gonna plug it to you. If you've got a paranormal radio app, right, like I do, you know what I listen to? The only thing I listen to on the paranormal radio app really is Art Bell. They have 2 Art Bell stations that air 24/7 Art Bell, all his episodes.
Yeah, they got a YouTube channel that does it also. They got like
Yep.
2 or 3 YouTube channels.
So if you are a fan of Art Bell, like I am, go ahead and download the Paranormal Radio app. One is called U7 Radio, and I think the other one's just called like Art Bell Radio. But hell yeah, like I was just listening to one nice little topic of discussion we can get into here. I was listening to one earlier about Mel's Hole.
Uh,
Do you remember Mel's Hole?
yeah. See, the thing is about that was.
That was from like the early
I want to
2000s.
say,
Like
did he ever? I don't remember. Did he ever really get into cryptids besides Bigfoot?
I think they had discussed like the Loch Ness monster one time, but like I want to say werewolves came up in like a Halloween episode one time. But then again, Art was doing a show every night for years, and a lot of them were call-in shows, so they could have been something. But specifically, I was listening to the one about Mel's Hole, and I always thought that Mel's Hole story was fucking crazy. This guy lived up on the Monastash Ridge in Washington State, and on his property he had what could be considered just a hole in the ground. Right? He said it was about 9 feet across, so about 3 yards. And people would come and they would dump shit down the hole, like garbage. One guy went and dumped a bunch of garbage, refrigerators. One guy went and dumped a shit ton of tires down there. And one day Mel wanted to know like how deep this shit was. And he wanted to know if there was water. So what he did, he took some lifesavers, put them on the end of a fishing string, and lowered it down into this hole. Now, before I get on that, when these people would drop this stuff down, like you wouldn't hear like a splash, you wouldn't hear like a bang or a thud or anything like that coming from the bottom. So that's what got him curious. So he sent these lifesavers down there, and like a fucking pack of lifesavers, it gets wet, it's gonna start dissolving, getting smaller, and getting sticky, right? So he drops this down, and it's not. He brings it back up. It's not wet. It's not. Nothing's wrong with it. So he's like, "What the hell?" So he's like, "All right." He grabs a fishing weight and puts I think it was a fucking 1 pound fishing weight on the bottom.
Yeah, it was something like that, and he got a couple of he got thousands of yards of fishing line.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of yards of fishing line and lowered it all into this hole and no bottom. All right. So he's talking to Art Bell about this shit. Next thing you know, he goes away for a few days. He comes back. There's guards stationed at the entrance to his property. And he's like, "Yo, what the hell? I need to get on my property." They're like, "Yo, listen, there was a plane crash. There was a plane crash on your property. We will let you know when it's safe. We will let you know when we get the accident cleaned up and everything like that." He's like, he starts looking over the shoulders and shit. He's like, "What do you mean plane crash? I don't see any smoke or anything like that." And they told him, "Yo, listen, go away. We'll let you know when you get back, or we can do some investigation." Because Mel was into like herbals and shit like that. He used to collect, like, do stuff with plants and shit. So he's like, the drug lab could be found on your property. So he got the hint. Now, while this was going on, he went around and he started asking people about shit they've seen at the hole. One dude said he threw his dead dog down in the hole, and it was some Pet Cemetery shit. The dead dog came. He saw his dead dog like a few days later running around and shit. Had same collar on and everything like that.
Yep.
Another person said they were driving past this hole one night, and a beam blacker than the night shot up out of this hole into the sky. And it lasted for, what did he say? It was like 30 seconds to a minute. And then it like blinked out. So Mel's telling Arbella this shit. These guys are all at these people are all at his property now. They end up paying him off. They end up buying the property from him. They end up paying him off, and he moves to Australia. Now, he found that before they paid him off and he moved away and shit like that, Mel said he became very popular with the truckers and shit. And because he said he would look like Willie Nelson, so they'd walk up to him and be like, "Oh, you look like Willie Nelson." He'd be like, "Nah, my name's not Willie. My name's Mel Waters." And they, you know how big Art was with the fucking truckers. Oh, they'd be like, "Oh, you're Mel with the hole." So he'd start talking to them and shit like that. And this one trucker ends up telling Mel that he had dropped off a shipment of fiber optic cables up there where like Mel lived, up near the Manassas River. I forgot exactly what the fucking town was, but he said the people that took inventory of it was a bunch of Israelis, right? So it's like, what the fuck's going on? They're delivering fiber optic cable up to this hole, and foreign intelligence officers are taking it in. So he ends up just taking the money and fucking moving to Australia. Right. Then he comes back and he meets with, now when he had also found some weird shit on the property. Like he had found a couple of weird coins. There was a belt buckle that he found that was pretty weird and shit. And because they were dated wrong, like they had weird dates on them. They weren't, and when you looked them up, they weren't actual U.S. currency. So the general consensus might have been that they were coming from like a parallel parallel universe of such. But fast forward, he moves back from Australia, and he starts talking to, I believe they were the Basque Native Americans. BAS. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but they start telling him about a hole that they have, because they've heard about Mel, the guy with the hole. So he goes to where they are. They start telling him about the hole, and they show him this hole. This one is bigger than the one that was up on his property, and this one has what looks like a metal lip around it, like something could like fucking like, see my cup, something could like hook onto it like that. Right? So they start doing some tests. They start wondering like what's down there and shit. So they take one of the first things they do, they take some ice cubes, put them in a bucket, lower them down there, let them sit down there for a couple hours, and they bring them up. And these ice cubes come up with this weird property where they're generating their ice cubes, and they're generating heat. They don't melt, right? So much so that one of the guys that was there, that was like trying to do this shit, he takes them and he puts them in his fucking wood stove in his house to keep his house warm during the winter, and they work up until the point where that shit burns through the wood stove, then burns through the floor and sinks the shit. It actually sunk the thing into the floor. Mel told about all this. Now, the other experiment that they did, they took, I think was the fuck was it? Was it like a goat? I think it was a goat. And they put it in a cage. I know it's fucked up. Sorry, guys. But they took and they knocked out a goat. And they put it in a cage. And they lowered it down into this hole. And they let it sit there for a while. And when they brought it up, he said that this thing had a growth in it. And when they opened it up, I can't even tell you. Something fucking climbed out of it. Some kind of like thing climbed out of this goat, and it gave him like he said it smelled like ozone when it came out, and it was like it like crawled. It like kind of like had a weird face on it, and it climbed up the side of the tube and jumped and dropped down into the tube. Really strange shit. And then there's a gentleman, I don't know if he's still alive. He did a few shows with Art Bell in the like early 90s. Red Elk, do you remember him?
Oh yeah, I love Red Elk.
So
and Martin.
All right, hold on, I need some. But Red Elk, they were talking. There was a news interview done, and they were talking about Mel's hole and possible holes that have been seen. And Red Elk was in the news thing, and he said he was talking to this female anchor, and she was standing there, and she was like, "So where's this hole up?" And he pointed up the hill. He's like, "It's back up that way." And she's like, "Yo, want to go check it out?" And he's like, "Nah, I don't think that's a good idea. You don't want to go up there." He's like, and then he said something about, "I pray for whatever it is coming that they're taking out of that hole." Like, you know what I mean? Like so he knew about a hole also. Now my question is, now these are 3 holes that lead into fucking God knows where. what are they, and how deep do they really go? Because Mel's in the first instance, Mel's neighbor said that his dog came back to life, and then the other guy said he saw a black beam shoot out of the ship. And then you go to the one with the mask, you get ice cubes that have a fucking thermal property to them that it's just continuously heating, like it won't stop. So much so that it sunk something. And then you have a I don't know, a growth creature type thing grow out of a goat that you stick inside one of these holes. Like, what the fuck? What is going on? What's going on? And since then, have there been more holes found? And are they being controlled? Like how Mel's ended up being. Were they on somebody's property and did they get bought up? I don't know.
At this point in time, you know, they might not even pay you off. They just might eminent domain you and just take your shit.
Honestly, that's probably what they would do. Like, how many like, I wonder if how many of these are on actual, like, native land.
You probably never know.
No, you probably won't. But, like, it's...
Remember, they're like their own sovereign country.
I didn't type that in there. Where'd that come from?
I typed it.
Oh. What? Hit the likes under my name? I didn't type that. How did my name appear under that?
Because I'm in your stream.
Oh. Whatever.
So if I type something in your stream, it's gonna come up as your name, not mine. I'd have to be on my phone to do that.
And I'm still learning stuff on StreamYard. But yeah, the whole Mel's whole thing with that. That's a nice little listen to if you want to listen to that.
Oh,
Like
all the stuff he did with John Lear.
Yep.
Malachi Martin on there numerous times. Ed Dane's a remote viewer. A good portion of all of his open line calls.
Yep. He had Richard C. Hoagland on there a lot. Michio Kaku on there a lot. Yeah, like definitely. Yeah, Mel's whole story, the whole timeline of that thing is crazy, absolutely crazy. The other one that stands out to me from Art Bell as like somebody called in and had some kind of like something weird happen or evidence on it would be Bugs. The guy him and his buddies shot Bigfoot.
Yeah, back in the 70s.
Mm-hmm. Like, if you don't know the story of Bugs, Art had got
came out and said that was a lie, though.
What, the Bugs story?
Yeah, I think they said that was bullshit.
I don't know, because I went and found the fucking podcast where Bugs was talking about, yo, listen, he's like, yo, people showed up and they wanted to know where those fucking bodies were, and they weren't playing. And he's like, the only person that knew where those bodies were was Art. And he's like, that's all I'm saying about it. He's like, yo, they rolled into where the bodies were.
He froze up. All right, yeah, he froze up. Yeah, the Bug story, that was a very interesting story. Now, another good one, I forgot the name of this podcast. I seen this like maybe 6 years ago. It was a YouTube channel. They were out like the dude goes out in the woods and he investigates Bigfoot. It was like him and his friend. I forgot the name of the show. But they came across would look like dog hair, and like this dog hair like stuck on a tree. All right, so they didn't have any gloves with them, so they started touching it and messing around with it. Going so on and so forth. They start walking away from the area. They get a little further away, and there's this thing like they're in a tree line. Then there's like an open field, probably like maybe 30, 40 yards, maybe a little more than that. And then there's another tree line. And there's something standing back there next to a tree that looks like it's about 8 foot tall with a huge dog head on it. You can see the pointy ears and everything. And it starts swaying back and forth, like looking at them. And the dude starts talking like, yo, dude, I am genuinely like nervous right now. Like, I don't know what to do. And like, this shit is just swaying back and forth looking at him. Couldn't have been a Bigfoot because it had big, it looked like a giant dog head. What the hell was the name of that show? I can't remember the name of that show. But it was definitely on YouTube.
Yo, you can hear me?
Oh, you back now?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was. They don't want me talking, damn it. They don't want me talking. Now fuck around. What was I talking about, though?
What? Talking about
bugs.
Yeah.
So, all right. So for people who don't know the story of Bugs, back in like the 70s and shit, this dude Bugs and two of his buddies were they were fucking out like hunting. They were like hunting for pelts and shit. Like coyotes were going for a certain amount of money, bears were going for a certain amount of money and shit like that. So they were out there one night and they came across this field.
And this was in Texas, by the way. Texas.
Yeah. Came across this field where they thought they saw a bear in the middle of this field. So they put the lights on it, thought it was a bear. They stood up. They cut down on it. When I say they cut down on it, they shot at the fucking thing. It takes off running. They believe they hit it a few times. It takes off running. They follow it to this like thicket and shit. So I forgot. I don't think they drew straws, but they ended up ultimately decided that Bugs was going to go in, and he had a .357 Magnum. So he's crawling in through this thicket and shit, and he comes to this opening, and he sees the one that they shot. It was dead, laying there dead, and there was a female one standing over it, and she starts like growling and shit, and she starts walking towards him, and he opens up on her with the .357 and shoots her in the chest and shit, and she ends up dropping and dying. So he calls his boys over there, yelling. They're yelling at him, "Yo, are you okay? Are you okay?" and shit like that. And he comes out and he tells them what just happened. So they drag the bodies out and they start examining the bodies, and that's when they were like, "Holy fuck! What do we do?" Because they thought they just shot some hairy humans. They thought they just humans. They thought they just committed murder. So they took and they buried those two bodies. And when they did that, they swore like they wouldn't tell anybody and shit. So they buried the bodies. They drew a map, and then Bugs ends up making a map and sending it to Art. He comes on the show. He talks about it and everything like that. They even have Bigfoot experts come on and have a discussion with Bugs about like why he shot this thing and shit like that.
Yeah, the one guy, he was like, "So you guys didn't know what it was, but yet you still cut down on it." He was like, "Yeah."
Like this is like Bugs said. This was in the 70s. They were like they thought it was a bear, so they fucking shot it. But then Bugs goes in. I've listened to after this happens. I've listened to the podcast where Bugs goes and talks about how people showed up and fucking wanted those, like some black SUVs showed up and wanted those bodies. And they talked to him and shit. And they went back there. They went back to the area, grabbed them, and beat feet.
And he said that it took them, but this happened at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. It took them till sunrise to get the bodies buried.
Yeah.
To like drag the bodies and dig the holes and cover them up.
What did he say? One was like the female was like 7.5 feet tall. The male was like 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Now, when you just got lagged out a little bit, did you ever see, it was this one YouTube show, this shit came out a few years ago, with this dude, and I think it was either his brother or his friend. They were walking through the woods down in Florida. They found like some dog hair. They started messing with it or whatever, and they put it back down, and they walked away from it. They get a little further away from that spot, and they were in a tree line, like towards the edge of the tree line. Then there's like an open field, which is like 40, maybe 30, 40 yards, maybe. And there's another tree line, and there was this black figure with a huge dog head standing next to a tree, like rocking back and forth.
I think I've seen that.
And the dude was like, I don't know what that is. Like I'm really nervous. Like I'm generally scared right now. And then the video cuts. What this was down as, because he was going out to investigate for Bigfoot, but I'm pretty sure he caught a dog man on camera.
I tell you, you go out there, go out there looking for one thing, you gonna find some other shit out there. Oh yeah, Art Bell. I'm telling you, go back and listen to Art Bell. Like the Area 51 employee lines. Ghost to Ghost AM, where people will call in on Halloween and tell their fucking creepy, scary ghost stories. And it's like
some of them just I couldn't listen to,
like genuine, like creepy shit that happened to them. You know, those this is like 4 or 5 hours of people calling in and telling you the crazy shit that's happened to them. Fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of that shit I couldn't listen to. Like,
because it's creepy as shit.
It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's that, like, I'm listening to this shit. What's not gonna stop it from manifesting here? You know what I'm saying? So anytime I'll start listening to it, but when they started getting to the crazy stories and shit, I just changed the episode.
I'll generally listen.
Call me a punk if you want, but I don't need that attachment. What's going on, Wedge? Shock? Yeah. I was just scrolling through TikTok. All right, now. Have you seen the one video that's floating around? I'm not too sure where it's at, but I guess it's this little kid and an adult, and the little kid is pointing at something.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a dog man standing maybe 60, 70 yards away.
No, it's closer than that. I'm watching the video right now.
I've seen that, yeah.
But
there's definitely something. Definitely something there. I don't know.
It might be like 40 yards, 40 yards.
There's definitely something there. I don't know what it is.
Here, I'll send it to you if you could bring it up.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not bringing that one up because other channels have done that video.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys want to go find it, type in like Dogman and like a fucking Dogman in Park or something like that, and you'll probably be able to find it. I just don't want to do it because other channels have done it. Oh yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah. So, what's up, everybody in chat? Thank you guys for joining us again this evening on An Impromptu Truth. You're always welcome here. Fuck. Yeah, so yeah, definitely go listen to Art Bell. Expanded Perspectives. The Confessionals with Tony Merkel. Sasquatch Chronicles. What else? Like legit, I have like a lot of podcasts.
Crypto 911.
Yeah, like I have a lot of podcasts that I listen to.
That's all they got.
We've been going for almost an hour and a half. I think I'm gonna call it because I gotta be to work in the morning. Or not. You and Bat, you're off, so you and Will can hang out and you can end the show and shit. I'll put the link in chat.
I think
You're off
I'm
tomorrow.
freaking. Yeah, I know. I think I'm gonna end it too. I'm freaking starving. I still got some. I got some brisket and some prime rib left over.
Dave, I'm sorry, man. We're about to end it. I'm about to go lay down, dude. I got back to work tomorrow. I have to wear my
Snap
mask.
back
I have
to
to wear a
reality.
face. I have to wear a face covering now. About that. So I'm about to sound like Dark Vader.
Or you can do the Bane voice.
This anonymous customer, this unsung hero. Yeah. As you can know, I'm getting tired as fuck.
It doesn't matter who we are. All that matters is our plan.
But yeah, what's tomorrow? Tuesday. So yeah, fuck it. I get out at 10. We'll do one tomorrow night at 10:30. So Dave, if you are around at like 10:30, we'll do one tomorrow when I get out and hop in with us, bro. I'm about to go take a couple of aspirin, fucking go lay down. But thank you guys for joining us. Remember, go listen to Art Bell on YouTube. Go listen to Art Bell on
And hit those thumbs.
on Paranormal Radio app. Just yeah, like I said, it's great stuff to listen to. Just put it on, like just to put him on in the background and shit and bullshit while you're doing whatever you're doing.
43 people in chat, 4 likes.
That's all right. But we will see you guys tomorrow night because we're going to do another late show tomorrow night. And tomorrow night I will have coffee and I will have coffee in this big ass cup and not just hot chocolate. I think that's what did it to me. It's just fucking hot chocolate in here. But you guys have a good night. We will see you tomorrow night. Thank you guys again for joining us. And yeah, have a good night. And remember, guys, I'm looking to interview somebody. Shoot me an email, man. I feel like I'm losing my chops here. I'm just talking random. So I want to interview. Do an interview with somebody. As long as it's not demonic shit. I don't touch that stuff. Other than that, it's open game. Bigfoot, Dogman, Ghost, Pterodactyls, Mothman, Lizardman. Oh, hey. Anything paranormal, etc. All right. So if you got something interesting, something weird, or some shit that happened to you, man, shoot me an email. The email The truth is out there 016 at Gmail.
Yeah, you don't have it scrolled
Truth
across
is
the bottom tonight.
No, I don't. I didn't feel like scrolling across the bottom. But the truth is out there 016 at gmail.com. All right, so we will see you guys tomorrow night for another episode of The Late Show. And hopefully we can get Mr. Wilcutt in here because we haven't heard from Mr. Wilcutt in quite a while. But we will check you guys tomorrow night.
Have a good night, guys. Thank you for coming.
Well,